I know why I'm not on camera. I think I just figured it out. I'm gonna fix it, everybody. And this is like just so me. Yep. Okay. How's that? How is that? Yep. Hey there. So let me tell you what happened. Um, well, hello. I'm here. I really am. I wasn't just messing around. I am here. So, Mary Beth, can you see me? I had the shutter closed. Uh, I had the shutter closed on. So I have my laptop set up, and I was trying to set up my my higher quality webcam. So I plugged it into the USB, and then I was going to use that, but I didn't choose that. So I've got my audio coming through the plugged in the plugged in cam webcam, and then the audio the video is coming in through my laptop, but I had the shutter closed. You know, when you have a laptop and you have a built-in camera, don't you always close the thing? Like, you don't want people looking at you when you're up at midnight scrolling Google. You just don't want that. I'm telling you, we're playing Minecraft or watching one of my favorite YouTubers is Granny Gamer. Like, seriously, I watch her. I think she's awesome. And I was up at midnight watching her last night dig into Minecraft. This is the kind of stuff that I do that you never see on my channel. So I thought, let's just go live. Let's just go live. So tell me if you were watching, and I don't know who's in the room. I unless you tell me in the chat. So please take a second and say hello and tell me what the weather's like where you're at, because it is freezing here. And we're like 4 degrees here in Colorado. And wait, I don't cover. Oh, Mary Beth. Okay, cover your camera, girl, because I don't know. I don't know if it's a thing or not. All I know is just in case I cover my camera. So, oh, AJ. Oh, so sis, Mary Beth, my two girls are here, my peeps. Yeah, hello. I'm glad you jumped on. I'm excited. Yeah, I decided to do a live today. I thought we're going to pick a topic. I was thinking I need to film today. I'm trying to post Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays, and that wasn't going to happen today. It just wasn't. I'm still in my chill out sweatshirt, chilling. And okay. Oh, so AJ uses electrical tape on her laptop cam. See, that's perfect. I used to do that with my other laptop, and because I couldn't, I didn't have a little shutter. I have now on this laptop, I can slide the little cover over, but I didn't have that before. So that's a good idea. Electrical tape. So yeah, Mary Beth, get you some electrical tape. Yeah. I don't know if it's necessary, but I do think that you hear all kinds of stuff. Like, like the way I'm going to sound like a nut, but this is just how it is. I uh, I have talked to a really good friend of mine once, and we were talking about bras on our phones, and we're just chatting about bras. And on the phone part, we weren't on uh, like a one of those WhatsApp or Google Chat or something like that. It was just the phone. And we were talking about bras, and the next thing I knew it, I got all of these ads for bras. So I just kind of think you just never know who's listening, and you don't know who's watching. So better safe than sorry. um, I thought I would chat. Just so I did a video last week, and we were talking about resolutions and setting goals. And one of the things that I know for myself, and I heard from some of my commenters. You guys aren't commenters; you're my friends. But some of the comments that you left was sometimes when you tell somebody your goal, you suddenly it does something to your motivation, and you don't feel motivated. That's how I feel. If I tell somebody my goals, um, it's almost like the momentum I had, like I lose interest. And I used to think maybe it was just me being rebellious. I mean, I am Gen X. We're kind of known to be a little bit rebellious, maybe. And I thought that's what was going on. And then I realized, I did some research, and um, I realized that when you tell somebody your goal, it actually does do something in your brain. It's like this whole thing, not to get scientific, but it has to do with dopamines and that kind of thing. It gives your brain a little hit, like, and it makes you feel good. You tell somebody your goal, and they're like, "Oh, good job. That's a great idea." And then when the conversation's over, you almost get like the same feeling you would get if you accomplished the goal. And so and I'm still looking at the camera I thought was hooked up, so I'm not looking. Sorry, I'm not looking at you. Yeah, so you get the hit like you accomplished the goal, even though you didn't. And I know that happens to me. And I know when I was initially working on some health goals, if I would have told anybody, I don't think I would have accomplished it. And I am still that way now. If I tell somebody my detailed goals, um, and then they don't feel like mine anymore, it's just kind of a weird thing. So let me know if you can relate to that. And maybe let me know in the comments, ladies, and or gentlemen, if you guys pop in later, or if you watch this on the replay. I would really like to know if I'm the only one that feels that, because it's certainly I ran across that when I did the research online, but I feel it. I just lose my motivation completely. Um, I have girlfriends. Yes, that is why we do have girlfriends for accountability. That's exactly it. And it does help, like, to share with a few, like, if we share with people we really trust and that know us, and we know that they're not going to add more pressure to us. It does help. And my friend Mary Beth, and I have a few other people, and AJ, I mean, you're part of that too, accountability groups, where we know we can have conversations, and we usually will have conversations on the phone, and we discuss things, and we know that we're discussing things that are important to us, that we want to accomplish. Maybe I'll look at my health goals, or right now, honestly, my house goals. I have a room that is like, you would think there was it's bad. It's like a hoarder room. It is. It's like a hoarder room. But it's just it's a place I dumped a whole lot of stuff last year that I didn't want to deal with. And that room's horrible. And I don't want to tell anybody. I don't want to set a goal around it, and I don't want to tell anybody about it. And I thought about just filming a video series on decluttering that room. I can't even bring myself to do that because it just feels like too much pressure. The thought of telling somebody I'm going to do it, I'm like, no, I'm not interested. I don't want to do it. So um, it's a catch. Yes, it's a catch-all room. That's right, Mary Beth. It's a catch-all room. And I mean, let me tell you, I wished it would make everything go away. So we all have something like that. See, when you said that, Mary Beth, I'm like, okay, but if you looked at my room, you would probably faint because you'd be so shocked at how bad it is. I'm thinking, but maybe we all feel that way. Maybe it's just we don't want to share the skeletons in our closet. And they're not skeletons, but there's just a lot of crap in there that I don't want to deal with. So, so I don't want to share a goal around that. Maybe I'm not ready. Maybe I will be ready one day, but I'm not ready now. I don't even want to talk about it. I don't want to think about it, but it is consuming me because I want to get that room cleared up, because that's a room I used to like to film and do stuff for my channel here in that room, and I can't even walk in that room. So, so here's the thing you can do. if rather than telling people your goal, write it down. Like I had lunch with a friend the other day and she had this big thing she needed to do. And so her and I talked it over and she's going to write a letter to she's going to write a letter to God. You can write a letter to God, you can write a letter to yourself. Use your imagination, write a letter out and just let it all come out. Just say, "Hey, this is what I need to accomplish. This is why it's important to me." And it may not make sense to anyone else, but if you write a letter out and it's only for your eyes, there's no pressure and you can tear it up and throw it away when you're done. And I have done that. I've been up at midnight writing a letter to God and then I rip it up. Because if there's something really weighing on your heart, um, and you're still trying to figure out how to talk about it or what it means, like you're still processing. Sometimes you don't want to, you don't want to talk about it. Now I look at that room and I think there must be some psychological block that's like, why do there's a pattern because, I would love that. Yes, come right over. Can you hop on a plane and come right over? That would be awesome. Like seriously, we could have a party. um, anyway, but do you guys have those patterns where you have a place where you dump everything because you don't have time? That's legit, but for me, sometimes I think I use that as an excuse. I don't have time to deal with it right now, so I don't, and I throw it in that room, and then pretty soon it's a corner that's cluttered, and then all of a sudden it's a whole side of the room that's cluttered, but it's okay because I can still get in there and get my favorite books off the bookshelf. And then eventually, like, there's nothing there. I mean, like, I can't open the door. That's where I'm at now. I just kept adding things to it. And well, I've done this before, and then I declutter the room, and then it happens again. And I think, well, why did that happen again? I know better. So anyway, that's kind of the big project. And I would like to say I'm going to set a goal around it, but I know that's not true. I'm not setting a goal around cleaning that room because I guess I'm just not ready. So I am, ambition. We don't have time. We we have time. We just don't have ambition. Yeah, that's true. And I do feel like my motivation. I'm not. I don't have the drive that I used to do stuff like that. That's true too, and that's legit. We don't have to have that drive. Like I'm still trying to figure that out. That empty nest, hubby's retired full time. I'm trying to figure out, I'm trying to do things, work on my own projects. And yeah, so when, when we're empty nesters, there's no hurry to get it done. And that's true, and that's true. They say if you want something done, give it to the busiest person you know. And I used to be that person, but I'm not the busiest person anymore. That's, I think it was, I don't want to say easier, but at least I knew how to do that. I don't know how to ease back. So, and my hubby is hanging around over here. John, say hello.
Hello. Throwing another log on the fire.
Yeah, we have a really nice cozy fire here today. It's cold. Here it's 9 degrees here, and we have snow in Colorado, and I know a lot of people have a lot more snow than that, so I'm not going to complain at all, except for Mary Beth. No, you're in 70-degree weather, so you're probably in your bikini. All right. Well, that's what I wanted to talk about today, and I thought let's just do a quick little chat. I try not to use. Okay, so AJ, I try not to use too much mental energy when it comes to chores. It takes a lot out of you before you ever get started. That is true. And you know what? That's the thing I'm doing lately is overthinking. And everybody's saying hi to you.
Oh, hello. I'm going to go outside on the patio and get a new supply of wood. So.
Oh, okay. I thought you were going to go sun.
Huh?
I thought you were going to go lay out in the sun.
Oh, there is no sun.
I know. I know.
Not unless you want a frozen hubby.
Yeah, no. No, don't want to, what a frozen popsicle.
Right. Just to let your folks know, it is the feels like temperature is 2 degrees.
Yeah, feels like is 2 degrees. Not, I do have a friend that I know is in Michigan that I think it's going to be much colder where she's at. And a friend in New York and a friend in Pennsylvania. I've been watching many of my YouTube friends too here on the platform. And this storm is quite, it could be quite dangerous. So I hope everybody's safe and warm. And I just thought I would jump on and try to figure out how to get this going again so I can do some lives. I haven't done one in a while. And so I think I am going to get ready to wrap this up. I wanted to sort of stick with a topic today, the setting goals and why that we sometimes feel we're not motivated after we tell somebody, because I know that happened to me. And I thought, let's just bring it to alive and get more eyes on this, and let's talk about it. So if you do watch this on the replay, let us know in the comments. I would love to hear your comments about this. If you experience it like I do, not everybody does. We're all unique. And I really like what you said, AJ, not using too much mental energy, because I overthink things. I do. And even when I'm doing my YouTube lately, I overthink, like, okay, what do I want to talk about? I'll get my little notebook out and I'll write things down. And, I'm going to talk about this, or I'm going to talk about this, and I'll do an outline. I do all the YouTube-y things. And by the time I'm done, I'm like, I'm over it. Like, instead of capturing it in the moment as it's occurring and I'm processing, I try to go back and recreate my thoughts, and it just loses something, so I do like lives. I'm going to do another one soon. And here's what I'm going to tell you guys, instead of telling you my goals, close, go have some fun. Aw. Yeah. Thank you, Mary Beth. So I'm going to come back on and do another live in a couple of days. Instead of telling you my goals, I'm going to just tell you, I'm going to start talking about what I've done, even on my videos. I really want to frame this like, here is what I'm doing. Here is what I'm accomplishing, and it feels good. Woohoo. I mean, sometimes that's fun just to talk about what we have accomplished and not try to put pressure on ourselves. Like for us, we're learning this whole, just new rhythm to our life now that John's retired. And it's so easy to overthink that. So just talk about what we have done. So I'd love to hear that too in the comments. If you're watching this on the replay, let us know what you did today. And I'm going to come on I'm going to try to do another live in a few days. My posting schedule for videos right now is Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, unless I do a live, and then that will replace my video. But we'll see what happens. I mean, as spring comes and summer, I'm going to be out camping, and I'll share from the campsites. So, yep. So I think that's going to be it. And thank you guys. Mary Beth and AJ, thank you for hanging out with me and participating, and for your insights, because that's what makes it really fun and for me. And so thanks for spending a little bit of your cold Saturday here. And I hope you're all staying warm. And so stay warm, stay safe, and we'll be back soon for another chat. Take care. Let's keep on keeping on. Aw, work great. You go. Thank you, Mary Beth. Mwah. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. Bye, everyone.